Hey guys, it's PM Mathis, your global indie author distributor, and I hope that you've had a great day today. Now, remember, I go live Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, right? 8 p.m. Of course, that's why you see me here now. And then at 3 on Sunday. I want to remind you that you can always throw your comments and your questions in the comment section, and I will definitely get back to you. And tonight we're talking my topic is, are you dangling from the trees dealing with anxiety, right? So I want to tell you who I am and why I do what I do. Now, at work we're in the midst of a transition. We're moving across the bridge, which I live in, Decatur, Alabama, so we crossed the bridge to go to Athens. That's where we're going to be going. And it's unnerving to me because there's always this massive amount of traffic. There's always, some kind of accident. There's always something going on. And I just don't like change. I just literally, it's not a friend of mine. I'm just not excited about it. He's Susan. But it's something that I know that we all have to deal with. The one thing that we can be certain of is change, right? And so what's going to happen is because we're moving in a smaller space. So therefore, the noise that already drives me crazy, I'm sorry, I'm just being transparent right now, that just literally drives me crazy at work is going to be more intensified. So I'm not necessarily excited about that. So that gives me a bit of anxiety. I don't like closed spaces. I don't like crowded areas. So it makes me lose control in my head, but I'm calm, cool, and collective on the outside because nobody can really see me going crazy on the inside, right? So, what I want you to take from this live is how to deal with those moments of anxiety, right? Because I I've dealt with it in the past like majorly because I remember sitting in my car one day at a stoplight and just went into panic mode, thinking that, oh my gosh, who's looking at me, who's watching me, and I was just about in tears. I've also walked through depression and have come out on the other side, and I give glory to God for that. I've taken medicine. I'm not currently on any of that right now. But here's the thing, what I've learned is you have to deal with those things that are really just in your head and not reality, right? So I'm learning that it's okay for me to be uncomfortable, but it's not okay for me not to live life because I'm uncomfortable, right? So, what I want to help you do is to help you deal with some of those things because even with dealing with storms and living in the state of Alabama, there could be a pop-up storm that could just, send us all into a panic. But but if I want to live well and if I want to my body to be okay, I can't let my mind go crazy because when I let my mind go crazy, then my stomach acts up and then my whole world is turned upside down, right? So what I want you to take away from this live tonight, challenge the negative thoughts. Is the thought helpful or does it keep you stuck? Because we can do, I don't know about you, but I do a lot of what ifs. And what if, somebody knows this about me, or what if they know that I'm not so much in control, but that I'm just kind of like a faker until I make it kind of thing. Or what if they ask me something that I don't have the answer to, or my life doesn't display that I know how to handle that thing, right? Those kinds of things keep me defeated. But what doesn't keep me defeated, you know what? Okay, so I messed up on that. So I laugh at myself and I keep it moving. And that's what I want to suggest to you. Don't get so bogged down in, okay, I made a mistake and I failed, or I didn't do something well, or knowing that I can't do something well. Some people just get so offended if you know that they can't do something well. They just will talk themselves up like, but I already know that you don't know how to do it, or you failed it, or you didn't do it well, but you keep talking makes me understand that you're uncomfortable, right? So what does it matter? I always say this, what does it matter what somebody else thinks or feels about you? What does it really matter? Can they Can they change your thought process? If somebody can change your thought process, if they can jerk you out of a place mentally, then you pay attention to that. But if it's if it doesn't matter, and it's just about whether you want to impress somebody, or and it just keeps you in a place that you're just constantly on edge, and anxious, and depressed because you can't meet somebody's standards, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, let it go. And I don't know how old you are, but I'm talking about at 48. It's not that deep for me. And I'm already on high blood pressure medicine, so you're not gonna kill me, right? So you have to have a mindset that you like what you see in the mirror, that you are capable, that you're able, that you can, you know what, that you can encourage and motivate yourself, irregardless of what people think about you. I'm a mentor for young ladies, and there's absolutely no way that I'm not going to step my game up in order to show them how to do it. There's absolutely no way. I'm not going to tell these girls to do something that I'm not currently doing myself or haven't done in the past that has gotten me to this level, right? So we just can't be speakers of a word. We have to be doers, right? That's clearly what the word says. So challenge the negative thought. What is it really about? Listen, I've done some stupid things. I'm trying to tell you I've done some stupid things, right? But you know what? Mm, and I'll tell you what the stupid things are. Now, some of them I'm not gonna be putting all my business out here, not on social media, and not if I don't trust you as a friend. I'm not gonna be telling you my stuff, right? But I mean, we've all done some stupid stuff. I just don't know anybody that lives on this earth that who, well, I pray that you don't claim that you're perfect, because nobody that walked on the earth was perfect except for Jesus. And so if you can help somebody with your testimony and what you've been through, why not do that? Why hold it so much to your heart? Why? Because it keeps you anxious. It keeps you depressed because you feel like if somebody knows you really, then they're not going to like you. I mean, I'm telling you this because this is what I deal with. I deal with this on a day-to-day basis. I'm not telling you something I don't know. I want to help you past it. Why? Because we're too old to be still dealing with the same stuff. I'm talking about myself because I promise you, 10 more years is not going to pass with me in the same position that you find me in right now. And I'm talking about 2020 has started off great. But even with this great start, it's going to get greater and it's going to get better. That's how you have to see this journey. That's how you have to see your life. And if somebody wants to poo poo on what you're trying to do, I don't know why you would continue on with them. It's so easy for me to cut folks off. Maybe that's part of our problem. But I'm just saying, it's so easy for me to shut you down. It don't even make sense. I can do it just like that. Okay. So point number 2, check in with your breathing. Learn to relax. Because sometimes we just get all up here, right? Because like I said, I've been there. And I can find myself there at any point in my life. But what I do is I check in with my breathing. I'll tell myself, hey, Pam, there's nothing touching you. There's nothing harming you right now. You need to calm it down. Because like I said, then I get headaches, and my stomach gets all upset. And so it's not worth it, right? So check in with your breathing. Just kind of slow it down. Just kind of tell yourself it's not worth getting all upset. It's not it important enough for my blood pressure to be raised. Why I might have to, I'm saying, somebody might need to put me in an ambulance. It's just not that deep, y'all. It's really not. So just be encouraged, just be motivated to check in with yourself. It ain't what somebody else says. It ain't how they see you or how they deal with you and how they talk to you, because people gonna talk to you crazy. Just like at work, we're in the transition of learning a new computer system, and basically don't nobody know nothing. And the people that do know, the other people that don't really know nothing want to talk more than and it's just a whole bunch of chaotic mess. But here's the way I look at it. It ain't that deep for me. I just need to learn my part. I and y'all might think this is selfish. I'm not out here trying to just be the instructor to the world. That is not my job. I told the VPs early on, I don't train people. I mean, that's not my job. Mm-mm. That's not my gift. That's not my calling. And I'm not gonna do it. Now I can show you how to do something, most definitely, but I'm not gonna keep showing you and keep showing you and keep showing you. I'm gonna instruct you to write down some instructions so you can walk through it and use the paper. because I'm not gonna hold your hand. If I told my 3-year-old daughter when I was potty training that, hey, okay, it's time to come out of those pull ups because they're way too expensive. Mommy, we're not doing that anymore. I'm going to need you to figure it out. And what she do? She had one accident. She figured it out and we moved on. She's 24 years old. We good. Here's what I'm trying to say. You got to know who you are, what your personality sets you in motion to do. And um, don't get all anxious and depressed because you don't have that. I'm not your cheerleader, rah rah rah. Now, and I say that bit, I am a big encourager and I'm a big motivator, but I'm gonna need you to step up to the plate and know what you can do. I need you to be able to encourage yourself. I need you to be able to see yourself beyond this current situation that you can't seem to figure out because you got to know that you're gonna figure it out, right? Point number three, I'm going a little bit long. Remember what you love and do that. Remember oh my God, what makes you smile, what breaks your heart. Remember those things and do those things because that will keep you sane. I'm telling you, it will keep you leveled out. It'll keep you not with having time to be depressed and being anxious. If you're working what you need to work, you ain't gonna have no time to be down and be depressed. I can guarantee you that. Because you know what? There's a lot of things that I've been hit with that I had to leave behind me in 2019. But because I've made a choice this year to hit the ground running, I don't have time to stay focused on those things that did not work out. The sorrowness of losing way too many people in 2019. And you know what? I think about them and know that they would want me to do the best I could and be um, as good as I could. So therefore, I'm gonna honor them. I'm not gonna sit around here twiddle my thumbs and waste my time. It's time out for that. And the older I get, because I was just telling, my supervisor today, I said, we were talking about age, and she was talking about how 48 has just messed with her. I said, I'm 2 years out from 50, and I'm trying to tell you what, 50 is going to look a lot different than what I'm doing right now. Because me and God has already worked that thing out. 50 is my cutoff. It is my plan to be my own boss. And 50 is the cutoff. I'm going to be doing what Pam wants to do. I've spent my life. I raised my daughter. I've spent my life, being the good employee, showing up and everything every single day. It's time for me to live my life. And that means I want to be a boss. I want to be able to take my business wherever I go and do me and enjoy traveling and enjoy spending time with my significant other because your girl's claiming in all of that too. But I'm just saying you've got to have a mindset that things are going to change because otherwise you stay stuck and that's no fun. Okay, so remember, I want you to take away, challenge the negative thoughts. Is the thought helpful or does it keep you stuck? Point number two, check in with your breathing. Learn to relax. Bring it down. It's not that deep. Point number three, remember what you love and do that, right? So guys, remember, for every one of my lives, I'm getting a little bit behind. Yeah. I do worksheets and they are found in the people on the friend page under file, but they will be transitioning. All of that will be transitioning to my website because I need to drive traffic over there because you need to know what great things I'm doing. You need to know what great things are out there with your girl, right? I want to let you know that I am on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, of course, because you see me I am on YouTube live right now. For those on Facebook that do not know. Okay, and so my website is www.pewpartners.wix.com /PM Mathis, right? Also wanted to let you know I'm an author. I have 3 books. The first one is You Are God's Love Story, Daddy You Can Hold My Hand, and the third one is Ordinary Princess, right? And then I have 2 ebooks. Your girl is on fire. I'm telling you, this is an exciting time. You better jump on board, watch me, because 2020 is going to be crazy when you see where I end up in 2020, right? So 2 ebooks. The first one is called Tolerance No Thanks for the Toxic Person, Place, or Situation. And the second one is 10 Considerations for Doing Less to Get More, right? So I want to let you know that I had been reading this great little prayer. right? So I need you to pray for me as I pray for you. And it comes from Romans 15 from the Message Bible. And like I said, this is just one that has I'm working with, the one that has worked with my heart, and the one that God is telling me to ask people to pray for me. Okay, so it just says, pray for me, pray strenuously with and for me, to God the Father, through the power of our Master Jesus, through the love of the Spirit, that I will be delivered from the lion's den of unbelievers. Pray also that my relief offering to the Christians will be accepted in the spirit in which it is given. God's peace be with all of you, right? Because I want what has been given to me and what I'm trying to give to you to be received in the spirit that it is given. It is about love. It's about encouragement. It's about motivation and seeing you live your best life, right? It's just that simple. Okay, so hey guys, I love you. This is PM Mathis, your global indie author distributor. And as always, 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 I want you to what? Be blessed. Okay, guys, I'll talk to you later. Bye.